Good day, Pinoy Clixers and Mixers. Welcome back to the channel. And for this video, we're going to look at the one and only figure that we have from the X-Men X of Swords storyline organized play, and that is Gia Whitechapel. Let's go! Okay, so we have here Sheriff Gia Whitechapel, the only figure we have from the X-Men Slop event. Okay, and the reason why this is the only one we have at least on hand is because we ordered online a bunch of figures via eBay, via Discord, and also via Facebook transactions. Okay, but it's not yet with us. It's still in the US, in transit here to the Philippines, and because of the holiday rush, most likely we're not gonna be able to get them this year, most probably early next year. Okay, and another reason why we don't have any other figure, tarot, or even equipment from the set is because the Slop event unfortunately has not yet arrived here in the Philippines. Okay, we don't have X of Swords main set yet, so much more we don't have the Slop events. Okay, it's sad, but it is what it is, so we have to just make do with what we have. And what we have here is an awesome figure. Okay, in red cape, Alabash Stampede, Femme Fatale, Sheriff Gia Whitechapel. Okay, I believe this is a price for month 2, if I'm not mistaken. So I got this locally from one of the Heroclix players here, Joey. So he was selling it in the trade group, so I grabbed the opportunity to get the figure. Let's take a look at the sculpt. Okay, so solid sculpt. First time this character is given the Heroclix treatment, figure treatment, so always a good thing to pick them up. And the gun accessory, although it's a bit bent, okay, but it's really an awesome pose with that hat. Okay, so let's take a look at the card for Gia Whitechapel. So Sheriff Gia Whitechapel is set number 203 and has the keywords mystical, police, and politician. Mystical because she is from the other world in the comics. So other world is another dimension. Okay, wherein Saturnine is the Majestrix police. Okay, because she is, I think, the authority in one of the areas, the foul courts they call it in other world. Okay, so and politician, okay, because why not? So being an authority in one of the foul courts gives her a lot of power in that domain. So real name is Gia Whitechapel. I don't know a lot about this character aside from the information, short information I mentioned. She had a quick appearance in one of the X of Swords events. Okay, so anyway, she has a couple of traits. The first one, my pose, and I'll go permission or not. Okay, so passenger 4, but only to carry bystanders. At the beginning of the game, generate 2 blight spoke pose blast the bystanders. Okay, so she is the sheriff of Blightspoke. Okay, if you were not first player, generate 4 instead. Okay, so good to use her on a chop suey team so that you can get that chance to be not the second, not the first player, and generate 4 of the bystanders here. The bystanders themselves has PD. That's good because they help each other out in terms of decreasing the damage, the defense power of the target. The sheriff itself has PD, police team ability here at the bottom. You can see. And the bystanders is decent with 10 attack and RCE, blades, claws, and super senses. So with the rollout, a really solid bystander, although the range is only 4. Okay, but Sheriff Gia, okay, can carry them as she does a running shot. So running shot 4, carry the 4, and then shoot. And then the 4 will be helping her decrease the target's defense. With 7 range, that is more than decent for a range attacker. Okay, and she has another trait, drop M and git. When Sheriff Gia, Whitechapel, or an adjacent friendly bystander makes a range attack, they may target equipped characters or characters holding an object regardless of line of fire. Okay, that can be very strong, especially in the new rules wherein all characters can be auto-equipped. So no hiding from the bystanders and Sheriff Gia. And she has a special defense power. You all keep your heads down, defend super senses. So he can share her defense of 18 to the bystanders. Interesting. So, and leadership. Okay. Interesting. So that's basically it for Gia Whitechapel. Let's take a look at some of the flavor text for her power. Running shot is labeled "Let's ride out and meet them." Long rifle sight is precision strike. You learn to be cautious around this part. Super senses. Sheriff of Blightspoke, as I said, is leadership. And no more warning shots. Range combat expert. So she is a defender, leader on the first 3 clicks, and then becomes a solid attacker with precision strike and RCE, click 4, and the rest of the dial. So for 6 clicks of life, 75 points. X-Men, X of Swords, Ecstasis #1 as the significant appearance. I think this is a fairly good character. I'll be trying to build a team around her and maybe play test her. Might go well with a team that generates a lot of bystanders. I can already think of Maggot, of course, Kazar perhaps because of the mystical keyword. Interesting. So watch out for the video of that team build around Sheriff Gia Whitechapel, and until then, enjoy the only XoS Slop figure I have. Bye bye.